As always, our focus is on AI to deliver AI.
So Techtober is officially in full effect, and on Wednesday we got the Pixel 8 and 8 Pro. And no, I do not have the device in my possession for review, nor do I even have any hands-on time with the device, because I'm just a random guy from Nigeria who likes to talk about phones that he can't afford. What's up guys, it's your boy Melvin here, and if you're into the channel, please hit that subscribe button, and if you do enjoy the video, just hit that like button for your boy. I appreciate it so much.
Thanks for joining us, whether you're streaming the show from around the world or live with us here in Pier 57 in New York City.
Okay, so the Pixel 8 and 8 Pro were released on Wednesday, and these phones are looking really good in my opinion. But there's some things I would like to talk about, because there was an increase in the price of the devices from last year by $100, which makes me think that Google guys are trying to really chill with the big boys now, because Pixel really made a name for themselves when they were starting up by being cheaper than the competition. It was like what they call a flagship killer. You could get flagship level experience but a really cheap price. But now they're already moving towards the expensive category or bougie category. They think they are bougie now, if you know what I mean. So basically, yeah, so if anything we're going to be discussing in the context is we'll be discussing the fact that the 8 Pro now costs $1,000 and the regular 8 now costs $800. Most people, at least most Nigerians who really don't know phones very well, will probably say, for that price I should just get an iPhone or last even a Samsung, but they don't really know what pixels are. And yeah, I'll just be discussing the 8 Pro in this video basically. Let's begin with the design. The design of the 8 Pro looks very nice, or the Pixel 8 in general, they look very nice. I like the hazel color on the Pixel 8, and I like the porcelain color on the 8 Pro, which is basically like an off-brand white. They come in 3 colors each. I think the Pixel 8 Pro has the obsidian, the porcelain, and the bay blue. That bay blue looks really good, but at the same time I don't know how it looks in real life, because again, I do not have these devices in my possession. The regular Pixel 8 comes with obsidian. That's obsidian. I think obsidian though. They come in a black kind of color, a hazel, and some kind of pink kind of color. I think it's actually quite nice. Yeah. So basically those are the colors that they come in. And with the design, you're still following the same design language from the 6, 7, and 8, the Pixel 6, 7, and 8. I really like the design. I like when they switch from the camera in the corner to the camera bar. But I think I prefer the way the Pixel 6 did it most between the 6, 7, and 8. I think I have used the Pixel 6, had it in my hand, and I've used the Pixel 7, and I still think I prefer the 6. The 7 feels more premium because of the way the sides are and the metal camera bar and the back. But the 6 just looks better in my opinion. I like the dual toe finish, and I liked the fact that the glass at the back was like all black and you could barely see what the cameras were, but now you can see the camera cut out and everything. I was hoping that on the Pixel 8 they'll kind of merge the design from the 7 and from the 6 and just make the metal camera bar have like a black glass all through, in such a way that even the flash and the temperature sensor that they added will both be covered by the black. But they are not doing it. Maybe they'll do it on Pixel 9, because they've been pushing more towards that direction since they joined the telephoto camera with the rest of the other cameras in the Pixel 8 Pro. Yeah, so that's the design. We have 100% recycled aluminum, which is helpful for the environment, I guess. A matte finish on the glass back of the Pixel 8 Pro, and a regular glossy finish on the Pixel 8. So yeah, it's just basically similar to last year's design, but they now rounded off the corners of the Pixel 8 Pro, which I appreciate so much, man. I hate those boxy sharp corners, man. I love the rounded corners. I think that 11 Pro kind of design, that was peak design for me. I don't know why the people make things so sharp these days, man. My hands are meant to be cut, like just because I'm holding my smartphone, which I hold. It has to be comfortable. I need it to be comfortable. Yeah, that's why I appreciate the 15 Pro design now. They rounded them a little bit more. And now earlier in the video I told you guys that Google guys are really trying to chill with the big boys, and they actually brought that to the display. They are feeling like maybe on Samsung and the iPhone level, because iPhones previously had this brightest displays on phones. They had 2000 nits on their 14 Pro last year, and then the S23 Ultra released this year and it came out with 1750 nits, which still didn't match the 14 Pro and Pro Max from last year. So I feel like Apple were feeling very comfortable about their display. They felt like they had the best display in the game, and so they just felt like we can just put the same 2000 nits. Nobody really was going to put more than that on their phones. But then Google guys just came and like, surprise, surprise, and they put 2,400 nits on their 8 Pro and 2,000 nits on the regular Pixel 8. Which is good, it's excellent, and again, I don't have the devices, I can't really test how bright they get, but people have been saying that they're really bright, and they're calling them super actual displays, which means that the colors are kind of punchy and whatnot. But to be honest, I don't know what super actual means. Sounds like something that Apple will do, just put some marketing name on it to make it sound fancy and make you want to buy it, but that's such an Apple move in my opinion. So that's it for the Pixel 8 and 8 Pro's displays. Nice displays, they've upped their game this year. So after the display, we can now talk about performance. So the Pixel 8 and 8 Pro are coming with the new Tensor G3, which is an upgrade from the predecessor, which was the Tensor G2. And now Tensor phones or Tensor processors have never been known for their performance. Google guys really focus more on their software and their AI, and that's really what this Tensor G3 was all about and how powerful it was. It was mostly about the AI. So basically, Tensor G3's performance is about the benchmark scores by about 1760 on the single score scores. Now, this is almost half what you get on the iPhone 15 Pro and Pro Max with the A17 Pro chip, because those get about 2,900 on their single score test on benchmark, and the S23 Ultra with the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 gets about 2,400 in the single core test. So you can see that the Pixel is literally falling behind the competition. But in real world these days, it doesn't really reflect. If you watch a lot of YouTube videos online, you will see that most times when they're doing speed tests and general usage, most of it, they will tell you that the phones just feel basically the same. I feel like processors smartphones have already reached the point where they don't need so much more power. Like just doing basic stuff will be fine. Even gaming, and people still play Genshin on their Pixel 7 Pros. Maybe it might throttle eventually, but you can at least play 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and it will still be fine. And maybe it might start dropping frames, but not in such a bad way. You can always reduce the graphics from the max graphics. So Pixel, that's on the 7 Pro. Now the 8 Pro probably even better, because now the scores are kind of similar to what you get on the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1. It was a good processor. I'm seeing they put that processor in the Nothing Phone 2 with so much more refinement, and that Nothing Phone 2 is like the perfect flagship killer. Like it's cheaper than other flagships, and it works so well. And so it's I basically have hope for it in the Pixel 8 Pro, like the Tensor G3 in the Pixel 8 Pro. So we'll just wait to see more reviews, and I'll probably keep you guys updated on it. But the real power in the Tensor G3 is the AI, man. They've improved the AI. The TPU core there has been improved. You can run 150 times more models, on-device models, than the Tensor G2, which is good, which is amazing. And so many AI features have been improved as a result. For example, we have call screen. If you guys don't know what call screen is, it's basically where the Google Assistant helps you answer phone calls, especially from unknown numbers or from spam callers, so that you can just basically talk to them and tell them that the states why they're calling, so you don't have to really pick up the phone, and then you can just tell them whether they want to answer the call or whatnot. So call screening normally was that Google AI voice, Google Assistant voice, and it always sounded very, very robotic. Most people really declined really talking to the assistant and just want to talk to you instead. But with the new Tensor G3, they found a way to make the assistants have a very, very human voice, but almost a scarily human voice.
You from calls you don't want with Call Screen. It silently answers calls from unknown numbers with a new, more natural speaking voice, and it's smart enough to separate the calls you really want from the calls you really don't.
Hi, I'm a Google virtual calling assistant recording this call on behalf of the person you're trying to reach. Can you say what you're calling about?
Hi, you've won an all-expense paid trip to the Caribbean. Press 8 to claim your prize now.
Unfortunately, the person you're calling cannot take your call right now. Have a nice day.
They also have more custom-based responses for those. So when somebody tells you that they're calling for this reason, they can make answers or like buttons that you can press that answers those questions directly.
Replies, so you can respond in a tap without even taking the call.
And also a lot of those AI features were carried over to the camera, and that's where things get super exciting. So first of all, according on the sensors, on the Pixel 8 we have a 50 megapixel sensor and a 12 megapixel ultra wide. While on the 8 Pro we have a 50 megapixel sensor, a 48 megapixel ultra wide sensor, and a 5x telephoto lens. Good, fine. But the sensors have also been changed so that they allow more light, so they can do better at low light performances. But the real magic is obviously in the software and the AI features. So first of all, on the picture front, we have Magic Photo Editor, so that when you take pictures, you can completely reimagine what you wanted your photo to be. So you can basically move any object in your photo anywhere you want it to be. You can change the way the sky looks, the background looks, change the color of different objects, and you can completely edit the photo so easily on your phone. So it's just magic basically. You also have best take as a camera feature, which in my opinion works best when you're taking like a bunch of group photos and like you can't get that perfect picture where everybody just looks nice. Somebody always has to be closing their eyes or talking. Like whenever I'm taking family pictures, because I'm usually the person taking the pictures, either my mom has her eyes closed, or maybe she's blinking, or my brother is always talking, or my dad is just giving some random expression. So this basically takes a bunch of pictures, and then from those pictures you can choose the best face from each of them, and it changes the faces so you can get the best perfect take. And our people on the internet have been saying that what is even a picture anymore, that this is so fake, this ruins the whole point of capturing the moment or having memories. But in all honesty, you can still keep the original photos and the ones that have the goofy expressions, and then you can use the perfect photo for when you want to post on social media, or when you want to send it to your family group chat, or to just for basic actual real world usage. I feel like it's for real world people. I don't want to make use of it, but for the sake of memories, you can always keep the goofy, the funny pictures. I love those kind of pictures, to be honest. So I don't know why anybody will even complain, like, why won't you want this on your phone? And it's always optional. So yeah, this is quite nice. Now on the video side of things, they've also improved a lot. First of all, we have night sight for video now. Google basically started night sight and night mode. Like a couple years ago, they introduced night sight on their Pixels, and since then, every smartphone that's releasing today has to have a night mode or a night sight or something like that, just to capture better pictures at low light. Now they're bringing the same features to their videos, which is good to see, to be honest. And we're still here to test it and see how good it looks. So I'll just keep you guys updated, still watching other people's reviews, because again, I cannot afford this smartphone. We also have Video Boost. Video Boost is kind of one of the greater AI features that they released this year. We know that the Google guys are really the best at video, obviously that's the iPhone, but they introduced Video Boost, in which when you take a video, you basically upload it to their cloud or to their servers, and then they work on the video. They process every single frame of the video. Each frame, the way they process their pictures with the bright HDR and the smart contrast and everything, and then they send it back to you from the cloud. On Google Photos, you probably get the notification and you just see it. And yeah, that's and it sounds nice, but I don't know if they should be doing all this. I mean, like, it's AI and whatnot, but I don't want to be sending my video to the cloud every single time I need a good video. They should work on improving their on-device videoing. Something to get like on the iPhone level. Like if they can get their videoing on the iPhone level straight from the device, then that'll be fine. Even in the keynote, they put the 15 Pro Max beside their video boosted video, and the difference wasn't that much. Obviously, there was more HDR on the video boost and more contrast, but I don't know if I would choose that. I would like to have to send the video to the cloud every single time I need a good video. Like, just make the video on device the best, make it the best in the whole industry, and your phones will sell. Your phones will sell, to be honest. We also have Audio Magic Eraser.
Audio Magic Eraser identifies different sounds in your video and sorts them into distinct layers that you can control. So now, with a few taps, your baby's video sounds just the way you want.
This one is such a thumbs up for me. This is like my favorite, to be honest, because even as I'm recording this video right now, I'm going through hell. My neighbor's gen is making noise in some distance, and some kids are playing with bottles and whatnot. I can just hear them banging consistently. The other time I was hearing a shakere for no reason. Like, I don't know, it was just making noise in the background. My sister's fan is on. Sometimes my brother is playing game here while I'm trying to make a video, and you can hear the buttons in my video. If I had Magic Audio Eraser, I'd be able to just tune all of that out and focus on making my video without having to be so distracted by these sounds. And then that will be in my video when I'm editing later. Now, most editing apps usually have maybe noise reduction, but they're not. They can't be on the level that the Audio Magic Eraser does it, because you can actually choose each sound that you want to remove directly, and it works so well. The AI is so advanced compared to what you get on your video editors that it just works so much better. So that's a very, very nice feature. And you see all these AI features and software features, and these all just go together to make Google the smartest smartphone in the room. They are hands down the smartest smartphone right now, and they usually put the smart in smartphone. And I know most iPhone users will love having these features, but because they're not on their iPhones, they'll probably bash it and say it's useless, I don't need it. But the moment that Apple put them on their devices like this, they'll start riding the destiny. Also, in line with being up there and chilling with the big boys, Google also increased their update policy. So now the Pixel 8 and 8 Pro are going to be receiving 7 years of OS updates. That means it's going to get it's launching with Android 14 and it's going to get all the way up to Android 21. That's longer than even what Apple offer, like in their terms of their software support. So Google are really going up there, joining the big boys. They really want to compete this year. So that's why I'm just saying that Google are trying to join the competition heavily. So basically at the beginning I said that Google were trying to chill with the big boys. They're trying to be on the big side now. They think they made it, they've achieved. And we can see that in their pricing first of all. But at the same time, Google are kind of justified. In the past 2 years, the smartphone market has literally shrunk. Everybody is selling less and less smartphones, and even Apple as well too. So the smartphone market is shrinking, not just in America, but around the world. Google are one of the only few smartphone manufacturers which have their market share actually growing while everybody else's are reducing. Because even in Japan, just this year alone, they gained 12% of market share. 12% is a lot. And for perspective, Apple dropped 12% in their market share. So basically, Google guys just stole 12% of the customers of smartphone users in Japan from Apple, while in USA, where it's much harder, obviously, they just stole 2%. So now Google are seeing themselves growing and becoming bigger. They're never that big yet, but they're becoming bigger. So they feel like they can chill with the big boys. They've increased their prices more towards the 15 Pro Max and the 15 Pro, and they've increased the prices also towards the S23 Ultra. They're basically already on that same $1,000 mark, which is a lot. And the people that are in India right now, they're crying. Like they increased the prices by $240 in India. That's in their rupees. They increased the money like crazy. So they're literally complaining. And most, like, the Pixels were always known for being that cheaper smartphone where you can get the flagship experience, but that's what they are. So with the increase in software support, with the increase in display quality, with the new more refined design, and with the promise of 7 years of software updates, we can see that Google are trying to compete with the big boys and be on the same level as Apple and Samsung, and this reflects in their increase in prices. Now in the long run, we'll see how these devices will sell, but I have high hopes for the Pixel 8 and 8 Pro. And of course, they launched with Android 14, which I have reviewed in another video, which I'll link right here. Till next time, Melvin out.